Good morning, everyone. Just want to make sure everything's working correctly. Sounds like it is. All right, let's see. Plans today. Ooh, la, la, la. Let's see. We do have a lot of news this week. This is non-farm payroll week. Ah. What time is that? 41 minutes. So what's that? 30 minutes, 9:45. A lot of news. A lot of news. Ooh, that screen is bright whenever you got all your stuff turned like to dark mode. You turn on one of those like white bright screens, stuff like blinds you. What are you guys thinking today? We move back down? I mean, we got a long ways back down there to what yesterday's highs is sitting at. This is Friday's at 23. Then we got today's open back down at 51. And yesterday's close, also Friday's close, back down at 740. And Friday's opens all the way back down to 600. So about 200 points to the downsides, but we'll see we're at all-time highs. And to me, it gets kind of tough when you're trading all-time highs because you just don't really have a lot to the left. And it looks like we got what 920s last night? So could be a nice boom, boom, or it could be boom all the way back up. Who knows? To me, I feel like the price action gets a little weird when you're all-time highs. From my experience, that's what it feels like. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Not really sure what the activity is going to be like this week because it is a pretty big like vacation week for a lot of people here in America this week. A lot of people go camping, visiting, a lot of campers this week. A lot of people go out of town. So busy traveling week. So I'm not really sure how busy some of the streaming channels are going to be today. Oh. So I also changed it so that these are a little bit more highlighted. So I've always had this indicator, but usually it's just abbreviated. So I went in there and changed it. And this way it actually puts it on there for you if you want to trade off the previous day highs and lows. Because usually those are really good support and resistant areas. And what do we get? A nice push right before the market opens. Oh, excuse me. Let me see what indicators I have popping up because I tried to clean up the charts this morning so there's not so much stuff on the charts. All right, so we do have the initial balance indicator, which that's the main one. That's the one I used to like to look. And for opening range, we have the 15 minutes. So yeah, try not to make it so much on the charts at one time. So we kind of spread it out. Try to keep the main chart that's online just kind of clean. So we got about 9 more minutes before the market opens. Oh, I will be right back. Right back. Be right back. Give me about 2 minutes. All right, sorry about that, fellas. Definitely feeling some possible longs this morning. So we did take a really nice trade last night. It was on like a 5-minute Romney candle, kind of close to opening, and it broke some previous support that I had marked out for the 80. So, I mean, pushed up over 100 points in the overnight. Good morning, guys, if you're just joining us. We got about five minutes left, so got a really nice 1-minute trend line build up here. But I definitely feel like, wonder if we run these overnight highs first up at the 20s. Looks like we had a lot of consolidation right above 500s. So a lot of times this is how I look for my targets. If I'm looking for targets up to the upside, just kind of look and see where we have a lot of consolidation. A lot of consolidation there above the 900s. And we do have news this morning at, 9:45. Like I said, guys, nothing really to do here. We just got to be patient and wait for the next couple minutes for the market opens. And I feel like we could possibly take out the overnight highs, or we could pull down. Like I said, we have the opening from last night all the way back in the 700s. Or a decent pullback before we run the highs. Like I said, anytime we're trading at all-time highs, to me, I've always found it a little bit on the difficult side. So we're going to debate if we're going to take funded trades today. It's just going to have to be a really good, nice setup before we consider a funded trade today. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Hopefully we're able to find us at least one or two good trades today. It looks like we're breaking this 1 minute trend line here. Wow. Looks like we're trying to run some stops before they move up this morning. What's up, Java? How are you doing today? Man, if anybody got long last night around that 80 level, I mean, nice 100-point move, 140-point move overnight. And plus we open up with the opening week gap. So I traded the opening last night, and we got long on this pullback here. And it was also on a 5-minute Romney candle. And we took about 50 points out of it, or no, about 30 points out of it. I was up almost 50 points, but it came back and hit my stop loss, and I got stopped out for like 28, 29 points. All right, here we go, guys. 20 seconds left. I feel like they want to run some stops. I feel like people got long pre-market. Like I said, we got yesterday's close, today's open, all the way back down at the 750s. Wow, what a nasty little wick that was. Stop. Java, we do have news this morning, so be careful if you're taking a trade into the 945. I thought we were going to get a push up after I saw this big old wick. So it looks like possible, what, yesterday highs? Previous session highs, 23. Didn't look at anything last night. Yeah, I've been trying to trade the openings in the evenings around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see what kind of bounce we get here off the previous session high at 23. Some of these highs I really haven't been messing with because I just feel like the support from some of these previous session highs hadn't been as great. Need to see some kind of pullback here. Wow, guys. No pullback. Let's see. Like I said, I haven't really found a lot of confidence in the previous session high, so I've been staying away from those. Let's check this and see if we can get a 5-minute Romney candle here. Maybe might get a bounce here. Let's see. We got to shoot. This is a brand new 5-minute candle, though. This could be our bounce. You're taking a long? Woo! I don't know if I trust the long quite yet. Let me know how you do on that one. I wasn't sure. I know sometimes on that high to me hasn't been as great as I've been trading it more. I find like the opening close being better. I'm waiting to see if we create like a 5-minute inside bar candle here. Then if we do, I may hop in long with you. But that's only if... All right, that's a good looking candle. As long as you got that, hopefully that big wick here. That was a good looking candle there. Nice. Nice, nice on the long outer. See if we hit this. I didn't want to see that wick. I'm going to go to break even because I'm not sure if we're going to bounce back off that yesterday's high. And we did. Dang it. That's the only thing I was worried about, that damn yesterday's high. Son of a bee. We missed our 10 points just by a few points. Man, do we try to go through again? Do we? Oh, nice on 20 points. We got a little 5-minute Romney candle here where we didn't trail it. Yeah, there's no. I hate whenever I get like 8 or 9 points, then comes back and stops me out for break even. I gotta do better about taking some profit. All right, so we may have to wait for. Man, I don't want to end up jumping in and get stuck in a trade when we're only like two minutes away from news. Looking at the 5 minutes, it looks like we're going to be pushing back up. There it goes. Man, look how late this bear flag was. We got held up on that yesterday highs on that original bear flag breakout. Son of a bee, guys. I feel like we could possibly, if we lose 800s, we're probably definitely going to 750, which was today's open from overnight. And yesterday's close from Friday at the 40. All right, here comes the news play. Let's see what happens here. No, we didn't get nothing from the news. Oh, no, you didn't. We should at least hit that 800. Ah, damn it. I just know it can reverse hard off 800. We should have hit the 800. We can always re-enter. My goodness, guys. We're going to take some of the risk off too. So we're only in this trade for 6 points. Ooh, what is up with the not feeling me? There we go. It's like, goodness. Ugh. All right. We're going to go to break even in case it pops that 10. Because we push down to the 90s. We're hoping that 10 holds here, then sells back down. And we broke the 15-minute opening range. So I'm hoping that we lose that. Push back below it and get about another 20, 30 points below that. It looks like it's going about to hit her. Probably the correct stop loss needs to be back up here at 30 if you're probably still holding, but maybe we'll get lucky on the 10. You know how it is. The 90 hits, the 10's got to get hit again. Just cannot lose that 15 minutes. We lose that 15 minutes, we should have a nice sell. I'm going to take some profit out of this. I don't want to just come back and just stop me out completely. Come on. Oh, well. I was hoping once we lost that 15-minute range, it would just go. We may jump back in there with 1 micro or something. So here you may get the push back up into the 25 because we're off the 800. I don't know about. Where's the 5-minute candle? We got about 1 minute left on that 5 minutes, so we may have to wait for that 5 minute to bounce. You predicted that it would go down and go back up. Nice. Did you hop back in there long again off the 800s, Java? Man, it looks like we have equal lows on the 5 minute sitting back at 95. We got equal lows sent down at on the 5 minute. I'm not sure. I hated to get in a little early because I was wondering what that 5 minute candle was going to do. We're going to take some risk off in case it pops back up. Damn, it popped hard. Oh, that 5 minute candle printed on the inside. My knees. Yeah, I was looking at this 5 minute here. I thought once this 5 minute print that it would come back and take out those 95s. We got equal lows sitting on those 95s. Nice on the 3 for 3 this morning, Java. Oh, we're kind of 1.5. We took that small loser a while ago, but unfortunately my first 2 trades, they were all break even. Yeah, I mean, we do got those equal lows on the 5 minute. And we got equal lows sitting here. At 95. That's what I was trying to jump in the short while ago for. Let's see if this holds. Is that your... What check? We got equal high sitting right here too at 29. Let's see. I don't know. Could we push way back up? We're pretty far out of sync with like the 200 EMA. I didn't know if we make another little 50 touch here. Push back up into the 50s. And that's back to the top of this opening range low. If we break the 50s, that should kind of change the trend. We'll be back kind of moving higher. This should be your protected high here. See, pull back. This is your bigger pullback here. Yeah. I still like the moves back down to 95. We got equal lows sent down at 95. You're trying to long, but I just can't get in. Yeah, I know. I don't like the longs unless we get back above 50. Let's see. Man, we just... You're long at 27? Nice. As long as your 23 holds, man, I feel like you're good. Just don't want to lose that 23 level, Java. Man, but man, we got equal lows here, equal lows there. Whew. Oh, you just took 5 points? I was kind of waiting to see if that 23 was going to break, but it didn't. Hopefully I didn't get. We're trying to short yesterday's high is what we're trying to short here. Might get stopped out on this one. We got equal lows sitting down here at 95. I wonder if my safe stop loss is here, like for 41. But I think above 35 will close because 35 is my line in the sand. Unless it just wicks me out real quick. Come on. Lose the yesterday highs. We should get a push. I'm going to take some profit off because it's super wicky right now. I just don't want to get stopped out for a 20-point loss because it's being pretty wicky. We've been finding a lot of support here at the 30s. And this is a eval guide. These are no funded trade setups. My funded trade setup is not till 850. It's pretty far. Might get stopped out on this one here. For what, 10, 11 points? Yeah. I think that's almost going to put us back to break even. What, 16 bucks in the profit at the moment. I think we were only up like 80 bucks this morning total. Woo. Woo, I thought we had a nice little bear flag set up. We're going to get the break, but could not push down. And see, I was thinking of these equal lows we had at 95. We have relevantly equal lows here. Looks like we maybe took, yeah. So we broke the bear flag. We just ripped back to the other side. Look at there. That 40-41 was the safe space. Man, that Friday's high has been a monster of a support so far. Just cannot get away from those 20s. All right, back above this level here, what, 48.50 will probably definitely be changing. It may sweep and reject. Yeah, here's that previous pullback leg there into the 50s that we were kind of talking about a while ago. Mm. I didn't know if we would rebounce off this wick and keep moving higher. We're about to break the opening range low. You can see where we're bouncing off. We're bouncing off all these wicks right here that we pushed up and found support at the 40s. Like I said, that 23 scares me. We're just going to be risking like 2 or 3 points because if we can't get through the 23s, more likely we're going back up. As you can see, we bounced hard off that freaking 23 level again. So we're in this trade for 4 points. Very small stop loss. There it goes. We're still struggling at that 23, guys. If we can lose that 23 with some really good confidence, we should have a nice push. We got equal lows all the way down at 95. Let's see if we get through these or not. Yeah, well, Java, I went in super small, man. I'm in just with a couple micros. I'm trading small today because, like I said earlier, I don't like trading when we're at all-time highs. I just feel like the market is just really weird and off, and I don't know. It's just not normal from my experience whenever we're at all-time highs. So we're only trading 2 micros today. We're trading super small. We're going to try to save our accounts, and it's non-farm payroll week, and it's a holiday week. There's just too much going on to risk probably any of my accounts this week. So we're just going to probably stay with evals for now until something like we see some really good movement or something. Right now, that 50% at 35 is kind of like my line in the sand. Let's see if we stay below the 50% of the day total move. It looks like we're going to get stopped out here. Getting back above the 50% session, mid-session here. All right, so a runner got stopped out there. Oh, what? This thing, watch it. Come on now. Oh, I was about to be so annoyed if that thing just flew through those freaking 23s and went straight to 95. Like, come on. Damn it. We're probably going to end up missing a sell-off. Yeah, so far today has not been a good day for runners. No, I know it just didn't do this to me. Oh, we just got below that freaking level of 23. Watch it go now. Watch us go to these equal lows at 95. Oh, that's so dirty. Oh, come on. Nothing we can do here, guys. We already gotten stopped out. So if you stayed in that, awesome. So for my funded trade, I really like to see a bounce out of today's open and yesterday's close. So this is where I would like to take my funded trade at, down here. If we make it down there. I don't know if we're going to make it down there anytime soon, but that's where I like to take my funded trade if we get there today. It's zigzagging down. Yeah. Let's see here. Like I said, 2 micros, guys. So the most that we are losing per trade will be $40 if we're stopped out. So you got to think how small we're trading today. This price action is pretty tough today. I'm hoping this is the next leg down here. So we got leg. Hopefully this is leg 2, but hell, who knows? Man, I was really hoping this candle would be a lot more red. At least take out these previous wicks here. And we still got those equal lows sitting at 95. Ah, shoot. That's not a good candle. Godly. All right, we're going to get stopped out on this one. Ooh, maybe. Is it going to hold? I mean, it got within like a half a point. So this will probably put us in a red a little bit if we take a loss here. It shows us in the red right now by like 30 bucks. So yeah, so we're going to be $30 in the red. Like I said, today's all about protecting our account. If we can find a good trade, we'll take it. It's going to be a really tough. I mean, you can look at these candles. I mean, we're just all wicks today. No, we haven't really had any good breakouts on bear flags today. Either that or we missed it. We missed this last short we're in. Unfortunately, we had a pullback into this area before then we sold off freaking 25 points, 30 points from the last trade that we entered. I know. I was hoping that we would take out those equal lows already, but man, I didn't know if we get it pushed back all the way up to 60. Let's see if 40 holds. Been a lot of support here at the 40 level. This has been kind of the magnet so far, the 40. You're shorting. I mean, that 40 has been pretty wild here. You got out 15 points. Still kind of bouncing off that 40 level. 40 has been pretty stout support. Just cannot get through these 23s, man. We've been stuck at these 23s all morning. Hmm. Oof. Man, if we lose these 23s, we should get a little push down. Nope. Woo, we just cannot break those 23s, guys. When we break it, it's probably going to go. Did we finally break it? Yeah, that's why we're just throwing down evals today there, Java. What's up, Outer? How are you doing today? Good day so far? Nice. We've been taking a lot of break even trades, a lot of small trades here and there, but almost everything, a lot of break even trades this morning because it's so whippy. So we've been going to break even kind of quick. This is also non-farm payroll week, so it can be a choppy week because I know non-farm payroll can be kind of tough. Oh, you're still having some jet lag here in Hong Kong? Nice. Does it feel good to be back home? I can imagine that can be kind of tough to be away from the home that long, not being home with the wife and stuff. Is this the lower high here and we push back down to here? just following that 100-day moving average. We're going to see if we can short this one more time. Like I said, we're going to keep our stop loss tight. 23 is going to be my line in the sand because we've been having a hard time getting through this 23. Like I said, eval only, guys. No funded trade yet. No funded trade unless we get all the way down to like the 50s and 40s. Yeah, I hate that it's not going. Let me take some risk off real quick. What is that? We'll just stay right here. Whew. Come on. We're only in this trade for 3 points, guys. So like I said, we're keeping a super tight. Yeah, I know. It's not. That's what I was saying a while ago, Outer. It's usually a pretty tough trading day on non-farm payroll. All right, there's 5 contracts. We went in with 7 that time. We're going to risk a few of these contracts, just 2, just for a small stop loss, 3 points to see if this 23 can hold. Nope. So we went in a little bit heavier that time. Like I said, we went in with 7 micros that round. Oh. 'What's up, Solo? Outer, what's the time difference between Canada and Hong Kong? Is there a huge? I mean, I know it's like it's quite a few hours. I haven't never really looked it up and seen. I mean, I guess I could look it up real quick. $12. Nice. How are you doing today, Solo? We've had a lot of break-even trades today, Solo. I'm not going to lie. I've been going to break-even fairly quick just because how choppy it is. And I've been keeping super tight stop losses to try to minimize my losses. So we've been... That last trade was our first really nice 10-point trade because we went in with seven micros. We've only been trading 2 micros most of the morning just because it's been so wicky and just no good follow through. It's like we're having a hard time just getting through these lows. It's almost like we just are determined to rerun these highs back up here at 920s. I mean, it might be one of those things you just re-short the trend line over and over until we break this trend line. I mean, look, point, then we're also making another point. So I don't know if this is a thing where we just continue pushing down till we break this here. Need to sleep to adjust my time. Nice. So is it, I'm assuming 12 hours ahead. So that means it's 10 o'clock at night there, outer. Oh, man. That is a massive swing in time, man. Woo! Coming from a central time zone to, woo! That's a pretty deep swing. Oh no, we have not traded. Sorry, I missed your message there, out Solo. No, we have not taken any funded trades today. My area for funded trade, it was actually here down in the 50s and 60s from today's open from last night and yesterday's close. So I was kind of looking for a bounce out of this area here. I was kind of trading around like the previous day highs and stuff, but I've noticed last week whenever I was trading that more, it was very inconsistent. So we've been just staying away from like the previous day high and stuff. I'm not saying it's not eval worthy, but it just wasn't funded trade worthy for me. So no funded trades today so far. I'm not going to enter this short again. I've tried to, this is basically the trade that we've taken the most, is this short here, because we've been looking for the pullback, but it just cannot get through. You get like 5, 6, 7 points reverse. I done had multiple trades where I was up 8, 9 points and it whips back and stops me out for break even. So that's kind of one of the days it's been. We had a nice trade last night for 30 points at opening. So that was probably the last nice trade we had, because we traded the opening last night, the Sunday open. And see, the reason why I've been thinking down, just because the opening plus yesterday's close, that is a weekly gap here. So we opened up what a weekly gap here. We got a 10-point weekly gap. So that's why I was saying we might get a nice bounce out of that area. So that's why I think I've been finding myself so bearish today. And we're still stuck inside the 15-minute candle. This is your 15-minute range here. So this is where we've also been stuck. So we almost need to get below the 800s here. I feel like we're just gearing up for, to me, a big explosion to the upside with all this 1 minute trend line here. We got a really nice 1 minute trend line going. I mean, big bull flag at the moment. For the move up, you really want to see it push down into the 800s, then back out of the bull flag wedge. Those are pretty classic moves for the wedge breakouts or bull flag breakouts. So didn't make a lower low here, so we didn't clear back down below the 10. I was actually thinking earlier that we had run these 95s by now because we have equal lows sitting at 95. But that's why I've been shortened so many times, because I thought once we broke below this yesterday's high that we would take out these equal lows here. But as you can see, it's done tried at least 15 times to push down, and it just cannot get through the 10s. Where did you get long at, Solo? What level is that? Like where's that? You said you sold the 15-minute buy side. Is that kind of down here? So if you're just joining us, we're just kind of just hanging out. There's really not a lot to do here. We're just kind of in a really tight range. It looks like we're also making a lot of like 1 minute trend line liquidity. So we could have a possibly big move to the upside this evening. Buy side is the bullish fair value gap in the 15 minutes from 6:29 at 6 o'clock. Oh. And also, I'm not sure if the prop firms are open Friday either. I'm not sure if they close for 4th of July. I know the market closes early on Thursday for the 3rd. So I know the stock market's closed, but I don't know if the prop firms are going to continue to close. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So they may close early also Thursday. Woo, this right here is just straight chop, guys. Didn't know if we would this is why I think we might have to wait till after lunch, but man, I feel like we just have to get back to today's opens. This is where I'm looking for a funded trade at, because this is also at yesterday's the New York close for the PM session here. So this is what I've been waiting on for a funded trade if we get down there. Is there anybody else in a position right now? Or is everybody just kind of watching this slow, choppy price action? Oof. Probably when it breaks, it's going to go so fast that it's going to be kind of hard to catch this. I want to see us break the 34s here. That's kind of that trend line that it's been holding, 34. See if we get above the 34 here. Break back above that 50% session. We're trying to break that. What do you got? Where's the 200 sitting? 48? Man, you don't have very far up before it runs into resistance. Is it going to hold here? See if those 30, you need those 34s to hold. Our trend line, maybe a retest of the trend line here. Sounds good, Outer. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later this week. Enjoy the family time tomorrow or in the morning. We're keeping our trade super low risk just so we don't take too, yeah, damn it. Oh, I'm sorry, France. I missed your messages. My microphone is almost maxed out at the moment. Sometimes whenever I turn my head, I'll turn my head away from the microphone. I'm still liking the longs here. All right, we'll try this one more time here. And this is just for 3 micros, guys. We're only risking like $60 per trade. We get above that 40, we may take some risk off. But that 40 has been pretty good support. Just did not get through the 40s. Got to get through the 40s here. So we're in this trade for basically 9 points. So $60 if we lose the trade. What a fake out that was. Dang, guys. It's definitely been one of those days. What time is it? 11 o'clock? Dirty, 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 guys. All right, we won't short this again either because we've already shorted this a few times. Solo, did you get your target from your long off of your 15 minutes? Oh, Eric, I've been on the struggle bus all morning, man. Luckily, I've been trading super small. And luckily, the one good trade, not good trade, but luckily the one trade I entered earlier, whenever I entered with 7 micros, I was able to at least get over $100 on one trade. But it's been a lot of break-even trades for me today. And, you know, just small losses. Whenever price actions like this, it's better just to downsize to a few micros unless you're just confident that you can get 10 points. And this way, it just limits your loss. This way, you're not taking, like, you know, make you want to full port losses. So even if it moves down, we're just going to stay out of it because, like I said, we've already tried this short multiple times. As you can see, I mean, look how many times we've tried to push through these 10s. I think we're just going to have to wait till we get out of this 15-minute range down at the 800s. I mean, what has been the, what? Pretty much the 40 has been our range. So we're just in a 30-point range on the ES, which is, on the NASDAQ, which is insane. So, yeah. Small range. Yeah, this has been a very difficult day, Francis. You got to think it's non-farm payroll week. It's a holiday week. I think Powell speaks tomorrow. There's a lot going on this week. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm I'm not even sure if I want to do funded trades this week. I may just strictly just do evals only just because of what it is. You know how it is. Anytime we're leading a couple of days up to non-farm payroll, usually the market sucks. Well, are we finally going to break the range? We need to really break this 15 minutes here. Like I said, I've tried shorting this yesterday's highs down here to try to take out these equal lows sitting at 95, but we're not going to short this again. Man, I figured some of these prop firms would have 90% off since it's leading into the holiday week. And non-farm payroll numbers are also getting released on Thursday this week, since I'm pretty sure the market's going to be closed Friday. Man, another bounce off the 800 here. My goodness. There's some rough price action, guys. We're not going to consider anything until we pretty much get out of this 15-minute range. We got to get out of this 15-minute range. You were frozen. Oh, I was frozen for almost 5 minutes. Did you jump back in, Francis, on that one for the? Are you playing the range? Did you play the range up here for backup and see if we get back into the 40s? Nice. Hey, at least they gave us, if it pushes back up, at least they gave us an extra 10 points there. They gave us 40 points to the downside. Oh, goodness. Whew. You said, okay. I thought you jumped in there long off the 800s, Francis. Never mind. That should. That's probably the one right there. That's pretty bullish. I mean bearish. Sorry, didn't mean to say bullish. Bearish. But it's been, all these candles have been such fake outs today. They have that quick volume of burst and it just reverse on you real quick, and you end up with a big wick. That's pretty much what's been going on most of the day. When you're thinking you're trying to buy a breakout, and that's like it just hits the brakes on you. Now we've gone back to the 810 freaking range. Oh goodness. Let's see what the 5-minute candle looks like. Yeah, I mean, we got Eagle High sitting up there at 41. This is brutal. Oh, you're still kind of looking for the 15-minute breakout to the above. Yeah, I thought we would run those overnight highs too, up at 920s. But I also thought we would also take out this weekly open gap down at the 50s. Yeah, it's just that point of timing it, though. That's the only thing that sucks, Outer. I mean, it's so hard to take trades like this because you constantly get stopped out of break-even type trades because it just won't go. Then when it finally does go, you're just pretty much sitting here watching. Oh, wow. Trading for 50 years? That's nice, Francis. I know back then you probably had to call that in, call in the trades. Keeps him from chasing the wild women. Nice. Calling every trade on the telly. Nice. I know there's no telling what it's going to be like in 50 more years, or, you know. It definitely makes it nice that you can sit home and take this, you know, from your home. Oh, AI automatic. Oh. So it looks like Java said he got long at 814, so he must have got long off this big wick here. Man, I was thinking we'd at least push back down to the 800s here to kind of stay true to this range here. But it looks like we got what, we hit the 10s and bounced. Hmm. See if we make another push right here below the 15 minutes. We've yet to break out this 15 minutes to the downside here. Java, did you already take profit? Oh, nice. Nice on the 10-point trade, Java. Whew. Let's see if we can get a 50 touch here. You would think we want to take out at least the 50s at the opening range low, but man, we done tried multiple times. I think we got stuck in these 40s. I think it's these 40s that we've been stuck at a lot. I think that was even last night that if you look to the left, we were stuck at those 40s a lot. Oh yeah, engulfing on the 5-minute. And this is probably going to come back down. Didn't quite get above this previous high at the 42s. If we can break these 40s, man, we should get a nice push. As you can see, that 40 has been pretty much a wall for the last hour, pretty much. 40 and the 10, they've been pretty much just a wall. Then when you finally do play the 40 as far as the short goes, it'll go higher. That's usually how it goes. So be careful if you're trying to long above the 40 here. Just could not break those 40s. Oh, I don't have the VWAP on here. We break these 40s, 42s, I would think we get a nice push, at least up to the 50s, or the opening range high up there. Yeah, the 50s. So don't know if we're going to get a funded trade setup this morning. Our funded trade setup was going to be down here at yesterday's close and open. And that's a gap fill in. So might have to wait till later today and see if we're going to get that or not. Ah, shoot. As you can see, no funded trade today. We're still just sitting at 730. And we haven't clicked over to our Apex funded. And we may even do that as the Apex funded if we get back down that way. We may sign out and click over to the Apex funded. Man, is this finally going to be the breakout here? I didn't try to get long a few times up here, so we're just going to watch it this time. I don't know. I try not to take the same trade over and over just because I don't want to just get burned over and over. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's like it just will not go. Oh my goodness. This is rough, guys. Rough. The follow through has been horrible today, especially if you're trying to catch breakout trading. I mean, that's the issue. You're scared to buy at the bottom of the range because you're scared as soon as you buy at the bottom, that crap's the bottom's going to fall out. Then you try to buy close to the top, then it just keeps getting stuck. Maybe we're getting above the 42, so maybe we can find some resistance here at the 42 and just move higher. Goodness. Get above the 40s here. I think we should kind of move back to the upside. All right, there's your 48 solo. Nice for your take profit. All right, there we go. Look at that little 10-point push up to the 50. And man, can we push all the way up to the freaking, let's see. Need to get above those 53s up here. You have a runner all the way up to 880. Nice. At the 5-minute, you show at the 200 moving average. So I figure I have about 10 more minutes to maybe find another entry. If we don't get anything 10 more minutes, we'll probably call it good for the day. And we'll just probably leave our charts up. And if we're able to get a funded trade today, we'll take it. But I don't know if we're going to get back down to those 750s today. If we will, it'll be way after lunch. This type of price action definitely does not work if you're a breakout trader. And that's usually what I like to trade a lot of times on my evaluations is breakout trades. And so that has a lot like, this is why I try to have like just multiple setups when it comes to trading evals, because all my breakout trades today, we pretty much got stopped out either for break even trades or small losses. Like, they struggle to go those 10 points. There's the break of the, what do you want to call it? The 535. See if you get 10 points off this level. A lot of times if you hit this 535, you usually get 10 points. What's Methodical Man? Methodical Man over there getting long? He's like, whenever Methodical Man say turn your head, usually full porting. All we can do now is just wait for some kind of pullback and see if we get some kind of bear flag. What's up, Fish Lips? I don't think it offered 10 points, though, that time, did it, Fish Lips? I mean, I know it's not over yet. It could easily still push back down to 45 here. Ooh. The old man trading system. Nice. I'm waiting to see if we get some kind of bull flag set up here where we can have like a 2 or 3 candle red candle pullback, maybe into the 40s off that 42 to find some resistance, then break back up to the upside. All right. Three micros only, guys. So we're only going to be in this for 8 points. We're going to play this previous swing at the opening range. Like I said, I don't recommend following any of these trades today. We have not had any breakouts really work today. It's all been a little bit on the struggle bus. Definitely did not want to see a red candle. I wanted to see all green. No. Yeah, that's why we've been trading super small today, fish lips, to kind of just minimize our losses. I've still taken some higher risk trades off to the side on the eval. I mean, we're still in the green a little bit. We're just pretty much playing with the little bit of green that we have. Oh, the dirty 535 paid 10 points, fish lips. It couldn't help itself. Oh, yeah, if we push back up above that 535. Oh, yeah, you're going to play the mid-session bounce. So yeah, it could definitely, and plus you got the 50 EMA sitting there too. So definitely could be a nice bounce spot. I might have missed it. Okay, never mind. We may still get it. So here you got the 50 EMA with the my line in the sand is going to be 35. I don't really want to risk the full amount off of 8 contracts. So we're going to keep a tight stop loss on this. All right. So what that was your 50 EMA sitting on top of your 50% move of the day. And I think Fish Lips also said that 100 EMAs also, I guess, in that area. I'm not sure where it's sitting at, though. What do I need to? That's a buy. I need to set 05 in case that doesn't hit my 10. All right, we went ahead and sold 5 of those contracts off because we missed our take profit here. We didn't want to. We still got 3 contracts left. I just didn't want to miss my whole contract by literally 1 point because literally I missed it by a half a tick. All right, so still got 2 contracts left. Yeah, I know, Fish List. I'm going to try to get better at that because there's nothing worse than hitting 9.5 points and that crap comes back and stops you out for 0. That's already happened to me twice today. This morning with all this whip action, I've been getting hit like 8 or 9 points multiple times, and I'm not taking profit, and it's coming back and stopping me out. So if we hit this last prop, or this is right at 20 points. I didn't want to fight the top of this range on multiple contracts, so we still got 1 contract left. Yeah, I was going to, once we print above this opening, the opening range here low, I was hoping that we can move our stop loss here. Then maybe we make a beeline rip to the 75 to the opening range high up here. All right. Whew. Hey, thanks for letting me know that 100 EMA was there too. That was even an extra bonus knowing about that 100. I don't have the 100 on my chart. So for my funded trade, guys, today we're going to wait. I don't know if we'll get there, but it's going to be out of this area here at yesterday's close and open. And that'll be our gap fill in. There's a gap fill in between last Monday and Sunday night's open. Oh, don't do me that way, the 535. We just hit the 535 again for anybody that uses the 535. The Coke 2-liter bottle. Oh my goodness. Jim, nice on that that little race thing you did last night to win that what is it? Take Profit Trader account. Yeah, this is going to be our last trade of the day, Francis. Well, for the morning time. The crab race, that's what it was. They were little crabs. I couldn't remember what they were. I didn't enter. I heard them talking about it, but I didn't enter. But I think you had to be a member on one of the race, and the other race was, they had like two of them. It's been a lot of break-even trades today. Most of my losses come pretty small because we were just trading 2 and 3 micros for most of the morning. We went a little heavier on this last entry down here. We went in with 8 contracts on this last one. Hopefully we'll make a new leg here, like a new pullback. Find support here, and maybe this will be our next take profit area here at 56. But it was a pretty rough start till this morning, Jim. So I got stopped out quite a bit, especially on break-even trades. Then I was playing with super small closed stop losses because I didn't really trust the trades, and we were just whipping around so much today. So we're targeting the whole number of the 900 up here. All-time highs is up there at 920. 915, 920.
Unknown caller.
Oh, spam call. We'll stay right below the 50. Yeah, I watched it for a little bit. I don't usually watch a lot of the prop firm channels. A little bit of the NQES deliverance. I haven't even looked at the ES today. No, oh, here it goes. Ooh, the ES is at the 535. This 58 may be your next swing down. Oh, sorry about that. Sometimes my the old man is another 80 points up. Let's. Hey, anything's possible, man. We're at all-time highs. Wait a minute, did I miss? Yeah, all-time highs up here at what, 915. We may run into some resistance in this area here. A lot of chop overnight in this section. Well, from about 4 to 6 o'clock, 4 to 7 o'clock, there was a lot of chop. We're going to be in this one for the long run. Hopefully we're far enough down that'll give us enough room for consolidation and pullbacks. I'm hoping we stay above the 21 EMA or even the 535 here. Because a lot of times, if you get above your opening range low with a nice push, more than likely you're going to try to take out the opening range high, which is sitting at 75. So I'm hoping this is the next leg down. Oh, shoot. Be nice if this would be the next leg down for the push higher. And if that's the case, you know, we can move into a little bit more profit here if this is the next pullback here. Looks like, is Methodical Man getting long or short there? I can't tell. I think he's getting long. Let's see. I can't. So I think he's getting long because it's green. I think that's how you tell if he's getting long on his screen. No! What was that? I turned my head for a minute. Wasn't even paying attention to the charts. I was looking to my right here because this other monitor is different from this computer. Because I try to lower the load on my computer sometimes, so I have a bunch of I use the second monitor I got for like a bunch of like streaming channels. Ooh. Did we not have our stop loss in the right spot? Right at the bottom of this swing, guys. Whew. That was close. Oh my goodness. That was almost super dirty. Yeah, especially if you got long up here in this consolidation. Unfortunately, that kind of puts my swing back there because I don't know if this is going to be a good enough swing here like this swing. So I was hoping we would have a little bit higher swing. This way we could use that as our stop take profit. But literally our swings are in the same spots. And what sucks is it's almost pretty close to equal lows here. So it could easily come back here, run these equal lows, then go up. How deep is that Methodical Man in his trade over there? I don't know if anybody's... I can barely see that. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It took out those freaking equal lows sitting there. You can see, I mean, literally, like, there's the wick, there's the second wick, and the third wick just took out the equal lows. But the reason why we were holding, we were only down to 1 micro. We started off with 8. We started off with 8 contracts. We sold these 7 off, but we didn't get the big runner like we were hoping for. All right, guys, that was going to be my last trade of the morning. It's lunchtime, so I try not to trade or take trades during the 12 o'clock hour. This usually turns into a lot of consolidation. Let's see here. So here's the different kind of times this morning. So this is your Asia here, your London, and this is your New York AM. Oh, so I think Methodical Man said he was long. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll be back for the opening. Like I said, we've been also streaming the opening at 5 o'clock. Or 6 o'clock, depending on your time zone. I'm in Central Time, so it's 5 o'clock for myself. I think last night we were able to find like a 30 or 40 point trade on last night opening. So our original long last night was actually from 780, and it was based off a 5-minute, because we had 80 marked out for our support area, and it was on a 5-minute Romney candle. And so once we printed an inside bar on the 5-minute, we got long, and we left about, I want to say 10 or 15 points on the board, but I didn't have my stop loss where it needs to be because it ran up over 140 points last night. Oh, good deal. Thank you, Francis, for hanging out, chatting. Thanks for some entertainment about the old school taking trades with the telephone there. That's pretty good. I can only imagine those days back in the day. You're like all in a hurry. That stuff's busy, and you like, man, I wanted to get short from the 650. I imagine you have to definitely call in advance to get them phone calls in, or phone sales or buys in. I almost wish I would have got to experience that with somebody, just watching them do that. That would have been a... Oh, you still have a ticker tape? I don't even know if I know what that even looks like. I'll have to Google that and see if I can understand really what that looks like. Nice. All right, everyone. Have a good evening. Be safe this evening. Like I said, I still may take my long this evening if we push back into the 40s or 50s for my funded account. But we'll have to see what happens if we get that far back down, because that's a long ways back down. I'm not sure if we'll make it there. So we'll have to see what happens. Thank you, guys.